And then for flag salute. I know those chairs. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good. Page. What page are we? Where's my notebook? Oh, should I put it over here? Hold on a second. You guys probably know what page we're on.
I just forget to write it.
Oh, yeah, I left it over here. Page 49.
We have interjection.
Sing it, Oliver. Interjections, yes, interjections. Da-da-da-da. I never remember all the words, but anyway. Yes.
Which night are you going on?
I don't know yet, but I have it on my calendar for sure. I will go for sure. Do you want me to tell you what night, or should I just surprise you?
Just tell me what night.
Okay.
So I don't.
I want to go as a class though. We should go. That would be fun.
If you do go as a class, I'm just warning you. I get beat up a lot on stage, but it's okay. Not actually.
But that's on purpose, right?
Yeah.
As long as we know it's on purpose and not like, no, that's our Serena. Don't hurt her.
You can kind of tell it's fake because I get slapped a lot. But the guy who slaps me really just goes like this.
Oh, with his
And then
hand.
I just like fall.
And you act like you got hit. Yeah.
Because you can't act.
How are the practices going? Are they good? Are you?
Well, yeah, I guess, but it's like crazy week right now because it opens next week.
So you're.
No. Yes.
Is
Oh,
this
man.
like
No.
when you have to wear your costumes and everything for practice
Costumes and makeup.
this week?
Yeah, we started wearing costumes a few weeks ago.
Oh, wow. That's good. I'm sure it's going to come together. You know how it is. It's always crazy and then it just happens. It comes together.
Yeah.
On the night. Okay, interjection. That's when you have somebody that's, it's a strong emotion. It's expressing a strong emotion like, whoa, no way, watch out. Or like the examples here, grr. Grr is an interjection. The man's cub is mine, grr. Or like, you know how we do in text, sometimes the ugh. Or, oh, this one's not so emotional. It's like, oh, we'll see about that. So if it is strong emotion, you need an exclamation mark. That's what they're telling you. And then of course, a capital after that. And then if it's not strong emotion, it's just an emotion like, oh, not like, oh, it's just like, oh, we'll see about that. Then it's a comma. So INT is what you're going to write on top of that. Okay. Then we're going to talk about run-on sentences here.
I don't think we did an interjection last year.
I don't think we did that.
Really?
I don't remember writing INT
We did.
at all.
No, we didn't. We did not do so.
Really?
No.
How
But
come
that's
I
okay.
remember it. I
I
remember
would
it.
remember how.
Because you had
how
different
annoying it
classes.
was.
Maybe it was a different class, but it's basically, yeah, it's a real grammatical word in English. Well, it's not really a real word, it's an expression. That's the difference. But anyway, run on. In week 8, you learned that a run on occurs when a sentence has main clauses that are not connected properly. There are 2 types of run ons, fused sentence and comma splice. You just need to know the difference. Right here, this example, Mowgli grew in stature, Shere Khan waited. So 2 completely separate thoughts, right? So it shouldn't have a comma. It should actually be 2 separate sentences. So it's called a comma splice. When they are supposed to be 2 separate sentences, but they put a comma instead, it's a comma splice. It is grammatically wrong because the 2 main clauses are separated with only a comma. So look at the note in the margin, it says MC, MC. When you have 2 main clauses, you don't need a comma between. It's actually a period. So here we have it correct. Mowgli grew in stature, period, Shere Khan waited. And then look at the next example here where it says Mowgli grew in stature and Shere Khan waited. Another way to fix a run-on is to connect the two clauses with a comma and a coordinating conjunction, and. Use this option when the content of the main clauses fits well in the same sentence. I don't know if that fits well in the same sentence, in my opinion, but that's what they think, so. And then here, Mowgli grew in stature and Shere Khan waited. It's grammatically wrong, because if you connect two main clauses with a coordinating conjunction, you must place a comma before the coordinating conjunction when you have two main clauses. Any questions about that so far? Then there's the comma rule here. Use a comma before the coordinating conjunction when it connects two main clauses. So MC, comma, CC, MC. Write CC above each coordinating conjunction. Add a comma before the coordinating conjunction that connects the two main clauses. Normally, guys, before you turn the page, when you connect two verbs or two adjectives or two nouns, you don't need a comma. So this is different because you're connecting two clauses. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's how you tell the difference. And then the example at the very bottom. Shere Khan fed the cubs, but he also mocked them. Two main clauses there with the brackets, coordinating conjunction, but, and you do need a comma before that. Okay, now you can turn the page. Usage with subject verb agreement. So turn to page 3 now. That's okay. Week 6, you learned that subject and its verb should agree in number, right? If the subject is a noun is singular, the verb should also be singular. Remember how we talked about, like, if it's a singular noun, the verb, the singular version of the verb has an S on it. And then it's also opposite of that. So are you okay back there?
Yeah.
Okay. If the noun is plural with an S, the verb does not have an S. That's a little rule to remember. But we're also going to talk about when a pronoun, now we're going to talk about pronouns, is the subject of the clause. Only the third person singular uses a verb form that ends in S. So this is when the rules change a little bit. The main thing to remember is this. If the subject is in a singular noun or the pronoun, if the subject is a singular noun or the pronoun he, she, it, the verb should end in S. So here's the chart. Singular, first person, I wander, I run, I do. Second person singular, you wander, you run, you do. Third person, he, she, it wanders, he, she, it runs, he, she, it does. So notice in third person, you have the S at the end of the verb. The others do not. Then plural, first person, we wander, we run, we do. Second person, you wander, you run, you do. Third, they wander, they run, they do. So they don't have any S's on the end of those verbs. But the cool thing is you guys have been speaking English long enough now that you'll notice if it's wrong. If it sounds weird, it's wrong, probably. You can use that rule of thumb. Interrogative, adverb. Think of interrogating. Have you heard that word interrogate before? Yeah. Like in a movie
like
where
in
there's
crime movies
there's a
where
crime
like-
movie. Yes.
I remember this one time my class was doing like this like court kind of thing.
Okay.
And I was one of the lawyers, and I was with my best friend was the other lawyer. So it was like the evil
Cool.
witch and like I can't remember, Snow White something.
Oh, the queen? Oh, wait.
It was the evil queen. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Snow White's
It was a
stepmother.
Snow White
Snow
story?
White's stepmother.
One of them, I can't remember. No, sorry, it was the stepmother, evil stepmother. Yes. It
Mm.
was. Thank you. Rena.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh,
So
and he
anyway.
remembered your name. Just saying.
Okay.
Wow, it's only been a year and a half.
Well, that's okay.
Well,
I'm
I'm not
sorry.
good with names.
Okay, go ahead. No, you're fine.
But so, anyway, I was actually doing so well as a lawyer that I got the jury to agree with me. So the evil stepmother was found innocent. So like,
Oh, wow. That's
'cause,
pretty good. I believe that actually about you.
there was, so they had like a king or whatever, like a prince on like the step sister, whatever side. And then there was like some random neighbor or something. I don't know, they were trying to get another student in. And so
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
the random student got a recording of a fight
Witness?
happening somehow.
Okay,
They need a witness for a report.
Yeah, a witness.
yeah.
So I'm like, how'd you get the recording? He's like, well, I just had it, right? And then we had a map. We're like, your house is here, their house is here. There's no way you just overheard something. You would have to walk across the street with your phone.
Ah,
And then Ethan, another one of my good friends, he was a prince. He had the date crossed off on his ID card.
oh, that's obvious.
So it's like 982/983. It's like, oh my gosh. And then there was now of course, right? It's just like paper and Sharpies, but your date is actually crossed out.
Oh,
It
no.
was one side or the other.
Ah, so you had to kind of catch all those details,
Yeah.
huh?
And then I really love it. Like my friend Ethan. I was like, where were you? What did you do?
Yeah.
I got shook.
That's interrogating right there.
It was so funny.
You gotta interrogate the suspect.
Wait, who
And
class
you-
were you in?
I was it's Acorns and Arrows. It's like over on Tuesdays and Thursdays at CLA. There's my-
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
uh-huh,
that's cool.
It was a couple
Yeah.
years ago.
yeah.
That's kinda fun.
Anyway, yeah, those are the questions though. So how, when, where, and why, those are their interrogative questions or interrogative adverbs is what they're calling it. So that's what helps me remember is thinking of interrogate. Where were you on the night of, and why do you have a blood stain on your shoe or something like that?
Have you ever read To Kill a Mockingbird?
Yes, a long time ago.
I read it like a few weeks ago, and I don't really have anything to say.
It's a little,
It's sad.
twisted,
I
yeah,
still remember, I think it was
Well,
page
the way he
172.
gets, like,
yeah, yeah.
I still remember page 172.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that page.
That page, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know if I remember, but it was a long time ago. Why do bees sting, Baloo? How will you collect the honey? So why is an adverb and how is an adverb? So now you're gonna mark those with ADV. So it says, think about it, and you probably already know this, but you can change a question into a statement. So, also known as interrogative sentences are often written in a strange word order. As a result, marking them can be difficult. With a question, it is easier to determine the parts of speech if you first make the question into a statement. The question is, do bees sting? The statement is, bees do sting. And that will help you kind of label those words
But what
if you need
that's
to.
false?
Well, aside from that, we're talking about grammatical order here.
Don't add more things.
In a question, the subject separates the helping verb and the action verb. In a statement, the helping verb is next to the action verb, making it easier to identify the complete verb phrase. So like, for example, the question is, were the wolves always hungry? If you change it to, the wolves were always hungry, you can identify the linking verb and the verb phrase, were always hungry. In a question, the verb comes before the subject. In a statement, the sentence is placed in standard subject-verb order, making it easier to identify hungry as an adjective because it follows a linking verb and describes the subject wolves. Got it? Let's do the practice page. Anybody want to read it? Any
I'll read
takers?
it. You can- Fine.
I like how you handled that. Go ahead.
Mowgli would watch the villagers' huts in the evenings, but he mistrusted people because they cruelly set traps for his friends.
Okay, good.
But watch. Can we do that? Can we do the fix it first?
Yeah, let's do the fix it. Well, the indent's easy. Just indent that with a paragraph
It's like
symbol.
at the beginning.
Capital, you know what the capital is. Commas. Do we put them in or take them out? Well, this part might be hard
In after
I-
evenings.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I did. And
because
then
that's after the
Then
main
take out the
clause.
One after trap.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, because the according to conjunction is but.
Yes, that's right. And it's connecting two main clauses. We talked about that in the lesson. Good, you guys. And mark period, easy peasy. And then where do the apostrophes go? Or do we take one out? I'll give you a clue. Put one in and take one out.
You take out
I did.
friends and put in traps.
Not traps,
Huts.
Villagers.
not
Villagers.
huts, villagers. Villagers' huts. Because when it's plural, it goes after the S. Is that where you put it? Okay. All right. Okay, Serena, slow down, girl. Articles, there's 2 articles, those are easy, the, and what's the other one, the 6 nouns, Oliver, you wanna do those?
Oh, gosh. Mowgli,
Yes,
huts,
huts,
evening,
yes,
people,
yes,
friends,
yes,
and trips.
yes. Got it, you guys?
Yep.
Okay. Serena, what about the pronouns?
He,
Okay,
they,
yes, he and they. Coordinating conjunction, Oliver already told us it was but. Adjectives, Audrey? You don't like this?
Watch.
Yeah, you're talking about adjectives, right? So look for words that add to the noun, not watch, that'd be a verb. So what kind of huts were they?
Villagers.
There you go, villagers. So ask what kind or how many or whose to find the adjectives. So look for the nouns like friends
Is
and his, yeah. Whose friends? It's his friends. Add verb, Oliver,
Truly,
cruelly.
I
ADV.
finally wrote everything down.
Do you want to do the prepositional phrases, Serena? Do you know them?
Yeah.
Okay,
In the evenings.
yes,
And for his friends.
yes. Main clauses, Audrey.
oh.
Are those hard too? We could come back to that one.
Is it from Mowgli to evening?
Yes,
And
that's
then
one.
But to friends.
So
Oh, wouldn't it be
not
so
but,
he to-
he to people, because there's another adverb
Oh, that
clause in
makes
there, yeah. So he mistrusted people is your other main clause. And then the adverb clauses starts with because all the way to the end. Did you already get that one for AC? And then now subject verb pairs. So Oliver, how about the verbs?
watch,
Yeah,
would.
yep,
Looks like a helping verb.
Yep.
Mistrusted?
yes,
That,
yep, and that's it. Subject, Serena.
What do you mean?
So what are the
Subject.
subjects
Oh,
for those verbs?
Mowgli,
Yep,
he,
yeah,
they.
yes, good.
I was on the opener already, so I was like, this is
You're like-
literally the opener.
So Audrey, I'll give you an easy one then. What's the opener?
One subject.
There you go. See, I gave you an easy one.
I-
Oh, and then we did it. Maybe it's faster that way to do the fix it first.
Well, because then you have time to write it down. And you get to do it. So less homework and it's testing.
Okay. That's a good strategy. I'm okay if you guys want to do that
Work
way.
smarter, not harder.
That's right. Always, right? All right. Any last minute questions about grammar? Don't throw your book.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I think we're good. She's trying to finish her sentence really quick.
Okay, the picture on the front page never makes any sense with what the story is.
I know. I
Like,
agree with
okay,
that.
I get that they're trying not to give it away, but like, could you at least put a picture of a tiger?
Something, a jungle or something.
put
So,
a book.
did you guys have fun writing your stories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Did you
kinda
see
got
how
a little
long mine was?
I didn't get to read anybody's yet. I didn't get to.
You should read mine.
Let's
It's
read them
really
all.
weird.
I want to read them all. Do you have them with you or
Yeah.
no?
No,
Okay.
not right now, but
I can pull them up.
I didn't print it
Okay,
because I was over.
in my defense, there was not enough time yet left.
I was gonna say, did you rhyme everything again?
I did rhyme a whole lot, except for like the final paragraph, because I got tired of it.
I was gonna say, that's hard. You don't have to rhyme everything.
But because of the time I took to rhyme, I did not have enough time to add anything to the body part of the paragraph.
Did you turn it in
I
already?
turned it in, but so I only have the topper clenchers. I don't have like any of
The dress ups and
the
stuff?
stuff. Yeah.
Should I just give it back to you then? Cause I won't give you 10 points. I'm just gonna give it back to you, but if you want me to read it, or do you want to read it? Do you want me to read it?
My story is so weird because there's only
Wait, let
like-
me hear Olive's answer on that. He's thinking about it. You're not super proud.
You can try and read it if you want to.
Oh dear.
Your keyword try.
I'm kind of scared now.
And don't worry, it's not as bad as my story.
And
from
I'm
before.
giving you extra time. I'm totally giving you extra
I
time
already
if you need.
finished.
Did you? Did you turn it in?
I did.
Oh, I see that it's done, but you forgot to hit submit.
Oh.
But I see
I
it.
submitted it and then I printed it off, so I had to unsubmit it.
Oh,
Most
okay,
of the
okay.
entries.
That's okay. Who wants to go first? It's gonna be up to you. Okay, Serena, you're going first. You're the only one that didn't hide your face.
What?
Do you want me to read it or do you want to read it? Me? Okay.
It's only, in my defense, it sounds weird because there's only like a few quotations. They only said like 3 things.
That's
in
okay.
the entire
And I
story.
do see that you used, did you guys remember to have prepositional openers in one of your
I
sentences?
said there was no address.
Okay. Except for you.
I would, there probably.
You'll need to fix it.
It's a couple of images, but.
She wasn't able to come today, so. It's called The Plant and the The Plant and the Record Player. I almost said recorder. The Plant and the Record Player. Okay. When Lizzie turned 75,
That's an
I
interesting-
understand that. Her gardening club friend gave her a large bulbous plant in a colorful pot. Are you embarrassed? It's cool so far. Do you want me to read it?
Sure, but it's like a weird story.
Lizzie later found out it was a peaceful lily. She had put it close to her old-fashioned record player in her office because she
It's supposed to say peace.
peace.
Okay.
I said peaceful. I didn't mean to. Sorry. Lizzie later found out it was a peace lily. That's a type of lily. Okay, so I don't know these things.
I don't even know what a bulbous flower is.
I don't either, really.
I'm currently studying flowers in school.
Bulbous means like curving out. It's an adjective.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
yes, that's very nice.
Basically means large and curving outwards.
So you have bulbous plant and peace lilies
Peace lily is a name.
of the bulbous plant. And so you're reflecting, okay, I can count that. That makes sense. Where am I? She had put it close to her old-fashioned record player in her office because she wanted to look at it while listening to music. Lizzie had taken excellent care of it, and while it grew, she noticed it had shifted toward the record player as if it was listening to classical music with her. One evening, Lizzie was listening to her favorite classical music, Für Elise,
For Elise.
by Beethoven.
Oh.
When she received a call from her daughter, she had called to make arrangements for John, her son. Carly asked if John could stay with Lizzie for 2 weeks while she was in Europe. Lizzie agreed. And the next week, John arrived. Lizzie had already set up a mattress in her office where John was to stay. Uh-oh, I think I know where this is going. John brought his favorite record disc, Def Leppard, with him. In the next few days, John continued listening to heavy metal. Lizzie's peace lily grew away from the record player, which John noticed but ignored. After only a week, the peace lily's once rounded leaves and stem had withered slightly. Lizzie had
It's
not
very
been
predictable.
in her office, that's all right, much since John arrived, so she did not watch over her withering plant. John was ignorant of the dying peace lily and accidentally left the record player on while he was out for lunch with Lizzie. As if in a dying plea, the plant leaned toward the small window, which was next to Lizzie's desk on the side of the office. When Lizzie and John arrived home, Lizzie insisted she needed to grab a few batteries from her office. Interesting. She entered and discovered her precious plant's leaves scattered on the pot's mulch. Lizzie had forgotten how much she despised heavy metal. She yanked the black disc out of the record player and stuck it back into its sleeve. John, she called, do not listen to your screechy heavy metal in this house. Instantly, John frowned and interjected, ooh, good. I didn't reckon it would kill your plant. He leaned against the door frame, sinking in his grandmother's disapproval. John knew that Def Leppard was out of commission in his grandma's house because of his ignorance. Upon discovering Lizzie's dead plant, John decided to buy her a new one. He found a local flower and plant shop and took home another peace lily. He discreetly placed it in the pot where Lizzie's old plant had been. Lizzie was surprised at John's sudden actions, but she cherished her new peace lily as much as the old one. It's gonna have a happy ending, I think. By the time 2 weeks had passed, her new plant flourished and was again leaning toward the record player, which was free of heavy metal ever since Lizzie had made John listen to Mozart and Beethoven. Farewells flew by, and month after month only encouraged the growth of Lizzie's peace lily. Soon it was summer again, which meant John would be staying with Lizzie because his mother's annual trip to Europe. Lizzie had welcomed him, but made sure to stand outside the office door listening for rock music. Instead, she heard hip hop blasting through the crevice between the door and the floor. Lizzie opened the door and stopped the record player. Nice try, John. She smiled sarcastically as she yanked out the hip hop disc and inserted a classical music album. Lizzie was determined to ensure the life of her peace lily, so she insisted John must listen to either her albums or nothing. John grudgingly complied, but he was glad he hadn't killed yet another plant. Lizzie's plant survived the summer and many months after that, and John had left his music at home the next time he visited. Nice job, Serena. Let's clap for her. Very nice.
You could read my story if you wanna.
Okay.
Read all over it.
Now,
Okay.
it does have a somewhat good ending. If this is like on a scale of 1 to 10, being one like little good, right?
Okay.
It's more of like a 4. So,
Oh.
Out of what?
I would say-
Yeah. Okay.
That's about 5 hours.
Night of the Angry Plant.
I
I
had
was
a
gonna
very
do Light of the Angry Plant, but
Yeah. Once upon a time, an old man lived in his tiny shack. He was tall and had a horrible back. The rhyming, okay. He was sad and lonely with no one to keep him around. So with all his money, he bought a plant in town. I cannot believe you really rhyme that much.
Yeah.
That's impressive,
Well,
honestly.
I was like, you know what? That's the story.
I can't. I suck at rhyming. I just
Me too.
like I can't make anything rhyme and still have all of my
I know, all your other
checklist.
stuff. But the man did not heed the shopkeeper's warning about the plant. He foretold about it in a whole rant. But the old man who nudged him aside went to bed with the plant by his side. This plant was magical and came from a land called
There is a
He's on
pronunciation.
grade.
Magical.
What was I supposed to do? Had to make it down really quick.
Gosh. I like it. Magical. He's like, what do I put? Okay. The shopkeeper had stolen this plant one night, but then oh wait, hold on. Let me start that over. The shopkeeper had stolen this plant one night, but was then filled with fright. For the plant was powerful and frightening and even mighty. But the plant had a weakness that only people knew lived in a mire,
It's where
and
it's
it was fire. For every night it woke up and every day it went down. And this old man was about to chow.
about to be
Chow? Like eat?
About to be chow?
Yeah, about to be chow.
All I see is to chow. Oh, he was about to be eaten.
He's about to be eaten.
But before the plant, it sounds like a movie. Is it based off that movie? Oh,
I
The
could see how
it's a
that-
classic. What is it called?
It's like a
You know what I'm talking about? The
Little
plant?
Shop of Horrors or something?
Yes, Little Shop of
yeah.
Horrors. Okay.
Okay, maybe there
They
was
did play
some.
on that.
I don't know.
They did a play on that last year in Tennessee. No, not last
Yeah.
year, a few years ago.
I remember that.
Did you go see it?
I did not, but I remember it
I
was in
did
the
not.
theater. But before the plant could find the old man, the sun rose for the plant to tan. The old man noticed that the plant moved, but did not care. He thought it was his neighbors trying to scare. This happened for a week until the man noticed the plant was starting to reek. The old man went back to the shop with an urgent bounce in his hop. But when he got there, it was just despair. The plant's weakness was told to the man, which was fire. So he devises a plan. He stays past midnight, waiting for the plant to fight. When the plant is seen on the move, the old man gets ready to cause a boom. But before the bomb that the old man threw can boom, the plant puts it in its internal tomb.
Stomach. Again, I had to make it rhyme somehow with stomach. But
It's entertaining. I will give you that. It's entertaining.
Like,
Stomach. He put in parentheses stomachs, just so in case you didn't know.
and with magical.
Magical. The plant grows bigger and stronger. I think you're killing Audrey over here. She's dying. Okay. The plant grows bigger and stronger with the old man. And okay, let me start that. The plant grows bigger and stronger, and the old man yells, "What went wrong, Herb?"
Like stronger, wrong, herb. I was trying.
Okay,
Shopkeeper.
Herb, not Herb, because okay, Herb, got it. The plant gobbles up farms and houses alike. Farms and houses. It even eats the world's first bike. I don't know, said Herb in a now shook voice. Just then,
Before I talk to Ryan, right?
the plant stumbles close to the lamp maker house and it starts to burn rapidly. The old man runs into the house and gets the idea to grab all of the lamps. The old man ties them all together while Herb is distracting the plant. Then the old man scurries outside and lights all of the lamps. Herb and the old man now throw the ball of lanterns at the vine-like behemoth, and it shrivels up and wilts. But this is not the end of the story, as because Herb sold the plant and the old man
Owned it.
owned the plant.
They
They had to pay 675 pieces of gold
that's expensive.
for the damages.
I was gonna add a lawsuit, but I'm like, do I really want to add another paragraph for a whole lawsuit?
Let's give him a clap. I mean, come on. That took a lot of effort. And the
There
rhyming
was
is fun.
some Hawaii's and other things in there.
There was some, you've got some in there actually, so you just need to, here, I'll send it back to you so you can fix that. Okay. And then, and you want me to read yours, Audrey? No?
Read it.
You don't want me to?
Yes.
I don't have to read it.
Opposite of that.
It's opposite day, like SpongeBob. You don't, I'm not gonna force you to, because
Not.
we probably should go on with the lesson.
I didn't
But
have very much time. I
This,
wrote it in, like,
yes, because that was my fault, because I didn't post the video until like yesterday or something like
It
that.
was
I know.
Saturday
Oh,
night.
yay.
Sorry,
It's
that was
okay,
my
I'm gonna
fault,
post
so you can read the next one next week. So we have another story to work on, so let's look, I know. You can put away that week, if you're done with it, go ahead and put away, that was what, week 7? Week 8,
No, I didn't. Oh, no, that's it.
week 8 is going away.
Wait, I still have all my Sally Ride stuff on me
You can put that away too.
right now.
Yeah, put it all away if you want, unless you want to clean that out later.
Well, I'm gonna put it in a binder.
You can fix it later. That's fine.
Wait,
But
what did
basically,
it-
we're getting out week 9.
hang on. Let's put these away.
Yeah. So this yellow page can go behind model charts and graphs.
Yellow.
That first yellow. This is tan, by the way. It even says on the paper. Oh, no. Serena.
What?
Oh, nothing fell out. Okay, good.
It's because that happened like every day last week. Not last week, last year.
Oh, I remember.
It's supposed to happen again.
Like, it just
It's
wants to
just
jump
like,
off the
no.
table. I
This
gotta
week.
clean up mine too. Yes.
We've only been doing writing class for like 9 days,
Yeah,
which is weird.
okay, I'm like, and it's just weird. Is that all you have to say about that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Where does the tan paper go?
Tan paper is the stylistic techniques
Oh,
behind all the stuff that's in there.
I wish my paper would just stay in there. I wish it would.
It doesn't want to.
Oh, you could put it in the rings. If you wanted to.
That's true, but then I wouldn't be able to. But it's okay.
It's up to you.
It's fine. I
Okay.
don't care.
Week 9 is what you guys are getting out. Have to put all that away. I'll clean up mine too. 73, 75.
Oh no. It's one of the.
It's one more set of pictures. This is the last one.
Well, I hate it when they have the little boxes with an X because then you don't know what happened.
You have to use your imagination.
See, this is my strong suit.
I know. It's funny. I'm more like Serena though. I have a hard time with these, honestly.
And Victoria.
And Victoria, yes.
You know,
Yes.
Single and or storm.
I think
So-
I'm envisioning a cute romance story here.
Oh, wow. 2 boxes.
Yeah, you can do this. Let me see.
Hmm.
So there's 2 sets of boxes, or one of them. Let's look at
How
the
could we make this a completely
the
different story?
seagull
Oh,
one. I know, it's scary thought. I know.
This is why we don't have more weeks of.
He already
deciding
knows.
Pictures.
I know.
Thing.
Wait, let's see. Can we do this for 2 weeks?
Actually, yes, because we don't have class on Monday.
What?
It's Veterans Day,
Oh, Veterans Day.
Monday. We have to acknowledge Veterans Day. I mean, that's a big day to acknowledge.
Let's say.
Yes.
Like their day.
Yes, it's their day. So we won't have class next Monday. So I am actually,
Oh,
let me think
no.
about this. Let me think about this. Oliver, did you have a question?
Let's say my nephew was born a little later than like due date, whatever. Let's say it's the 8th or whatever, right?
Okay,
And I have to go to IW in, I don't know, 5 days, whatever.
okay.
Is it possible to just skip it or miss it? If it's like complete accidental or events, whatever, because baby at house, whatever, so.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna give you 2 weeks though, so you should be able to get it done. But here's the thing, I understand life happens, trust me, I understand that. And a baby is a big deal. Is your sister living at home with you guys?
No, she's more in Bear Valley and stuff, but.
You're probably gonna be over there a
Probably,
bunch. Yeah.
helping.
So if it's gonna be, cause your mom is your primary teacher.
Yeah.
I'm just your secondary teacher over here. So I'm gonna defer to your mom on that. So if she's like, yeah, don't worry about it, then I will accept that. But if your mom says, no, I still want you to write it, then I'm gonna say, yeah, you need to write it. Okay, all right. But I'm deciding, do I wanna assign both? For 2 weeks, one a week?
No.
No, come on,
That's what I figured you would say.
come on.
No.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm doing
Wait,
the
this
2
is-
Xbox.
I will let you pick one and I will give you 2 weeks to write it. Cause I'm that
Are you making
nice of a
money, man?
teacher. Not because you put pressure on me though.
Do a whole lot-
For the record, Audrey put no pressure on me at all.
For the record.
Just for the record, she's just sitting there waiting for me to decide because she knows it's my decision.
Very careless.
I need names for these guys. I'm terrible at coming up with names.
Oh, you need names?
The
Okay,
seagull.
let's look at the seagull one first. All right, that's the one on page 95. Let's brainstorm what's happening in the first picture. What's happening?
Been on the-
Sandwich. at the
She's
beach.
by the beach.
What if it's not a beach, but instead it's more of a lake?
Oh.
right?
Oh, could be.
Expanded
Okay,
more.
whatever.
I see a
Could
beach
be.
ball in the corner of the picture. With the
True,
corner.
but remember,
Beach
What
ball.
is that? Oh yeah.
you know, at
that's
Dodger
beach ball.
Stadium, there's also beach balls there. There's beach balls everywhere.
True. 99-cent store.
Beach balls there.
True. Okay, so she could be at the ocean or the beach. She could be at a lake. What is she gonna eat?
But isn't the beach the
A
same as the
sandwich.
ocean?
A sandwich.
Just-
That definitely looks like a sandwich.
An egg salad sandwich.
Egg salad sandwich.
Well, it
Don't
does
think
look
about
kind of
sandwich.
thick. And it has lettuce.
And she's got a lunch box and she's got her little sunglasses and her little scarf on her head. So she looks maybe like a mom type, maybe,
Mhm.
or aunt.
I am
Or
noticing
grandma?
something on her right arm, like closer to the wrist.
Oh, like a watch or a
Probably,
bracelet,
yeah.
It looks like a bracelet.
something like that.
Or a watch.
Okay.
But here's the thing, there's no
Yes.
ring, or, well, we don't know if there's a ring.
Oh, we don't know if there's a
The
ring.
entire left hand's blocked.
On both pictures, her entire left hand is blocked. That's true. So we
It
don't know.
doesn't
Yeah, you could make it up though if you wanted. to.
Yes, you can think outside. So
Wait,
remember,
wait, hang on. I have an idea. A big gigantic diamond ring.
so remember to come up with a story. If you're like me, you'll have to ask questions, the big six. What are the big six question words?
Who, what, when, where, how, if.
Why?
Outside, inside.
Why,
Why?
who, what, when, where, how, why,
Outside, inside.
outside, inside, invisible.
Invisible.
These are things that you're gonna ask yourself as you're looking at these pictures. Who is this? What's her name? Well, so you'll have to think of a name.
The pictures, and I just made it.
I'm gonna come back with
Yeah.
like 5 pages.
I
of
mean,
this story.
so here's the thing, and I've told this is
I'm
an,
like, I can't make this short.
that's fine with me. This is a new rule that I have. You don't have to actually write the keyword out.
I didn't, I just added that.
Because I've noticed that makes it hard, right? It's hard to write a keyword outline because as you're typing, you're like coming up with ideas, right? So just go with your flow in your brain. Don't worry about writing the actual keyword
Already thinking
outline.
of multiple things to do for both
But
stories.
if the keyword outline helps you, like if you want to think of a name today and you want to write it there, you can, so that you don't have to think about it later. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or if you want to call it a beach or a lake or whatever it is, if you want to take some notes, you can do that. Okay.
I
You
write
wanna
better
think of
with
some
that
notes.
outlines, honestly. I don't know why. It's just, it kind of like flows better because
For
it's
this
not-
kind of stuff, yeah,
because it's not like chunky.
yeah. So for when you're doing a research paper, the outline
I-
helps. Yeah, yeah. Look at the middle picture, what's happening there.
You're getting attacked by seagull, but look behind the seagull. It's
Behind the
clear
seagull.
weather.
Clear
and in the
weather.
first photo, there's a flock.
So maybe they flew away.
Yes, but the seagull stayed to get the sandwich, and he was late for whatever, what's it called,
Migration.
migration, and dies in the winter.
Oh, because he got distracted by the sandwich. Oh.
Thus slowing him, because we all know,
But there's still
Red.
one in the
You can
background.
die from.
There is still one in the background, but it's small, like it's going away,
I
huh?
don't think you can die from the cold if you're late by 20 minutes.
no, but here's the thing, bread causes a certain deformity to birds called angel wings, where they're actually small and they can't fly. It's real, look it up. It is,
Angel wings?
angel wings. Because
Oh,
of
no way
bread
did
or
you learn that.
something, like
Okay.
if it eats bread or like a lot of it, its wings will actually grow smaller to the point where it can't fly anymore and will actually die. I
Wow,
found that out in second grade.
that's an
Yeah, little
interesting
mini
fact. I
and
did
then-
not know
and
that. Did you know
birds-
that?
Hey Siri, what is angel wings?
Well, you probably have to give it context with the birds. Maybe.
It's a sweet crisp pastry.
Yeah, you gotta probably add some more.
Hey
Like,
Siri, what happens to birds when they eat bread?
Like if you feed it to ducks, it might clog their system and they can die. That's why.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
that makes sense.
How about that? Siri sounds.
She
so
probably,
cool.
if she kept going, she probably would
Yeah,
have talked
she would
about the
probably-
wings. Okay, interesting.
Siri
But look
sounds
in
so
this
cool.
lunchbox. It looks like she has like
More of
a,
a toolbox.
a fruit cup in there or like a pudding cup.
Well, it looks like a Tupperware to me.
She has a
Oh,
Snack pack,
A
limited
snack-
edition.
I like that.
Oh,
But it could be a Tupperware. What would be in the Tupperware? You can make sense.
Blueberries.
Blueberries?
Now, here's the thing, if we want the egg salad sandwich.
Egg
right,
salad sandwich. I like that.
How would you compliment that?
Mm. Well, I'm always thinking dessert,
Yes.
right?
But let's say the bird.
So
wants to
maybe-
go for the dessert, what happens to the bird?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
right?
It's like the cruise.
It becomes
Story.
diabetic.
What if
Have you seen the
it's for a
cruise?
dog?
The cruise?
No, the Cruise, CRO.
Oh, no, but I've heard about that show.
Oh.
I'm like not
The
interested in that
first
show.
movie,
There's
so like
medieval.
like the first movie, they'll
Oh.
always tell like a story, and like this, like one went outside of the rock, whatever, it's like a caveman, whatever. They're like, it's a family caveman, it's kind of like the Flintstones a little, but it's
If
like,
you
when he went
are
out the
reading
rock,
any books,
yeah, he was
it's
eating,
really
so they always like that.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
like just the people who are reading them. Is a good way to think of it.
I'm not, well, I guess.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, just when, like with my names, because I'm also terrible at thinking of names.
So
well,
I'm
I
reading a
just-
book right now.
Yeah, what I just do is whatever book I'm reading and then main names in there.
Okay, okay, that's a good idea.
What if it wasn't a beach ball, or
Aaron.
what if it was a volleyball? And notice in the second photo, it's actually missing.
Mm.
What if a kid picked it up and saw the lady getting attacked by the bird? So he decided in the third photo, right?
That we don't see.
No, the volleyball. Like, we're talking like,
Oh,
we're talking like fastball, maybe curveball, right?
Can I
At the bird, nails it, kills it.
Or
What about the poor lady? Does it hit the lady
yeah, I was
too?
about to say, or what if when he's
Let's
throwing
go
it, the
Sue.
bird gets scared, flies away, and then it hits her instead.
All right. What if it gives her a bloody nose or a broken nose?
And then she'll sue.
And then she'll sue.
Yeah, eventually we'll get fired because of the lawsuit, whatever. Right, she'll
And then she like,
homeless dies next winter. With the bird as well.
all right, have fun with that. So basically you have to figure out how this story ends. Okay, Serena?
Huh?
Did you hear his example? Okay. So that
No.
you don't have the third picture. So that means you have to come up with, how is this going to end? You
But
get to
are we allowed
decide.
do this one too?
Yes, you can do both, or you can do one or the
Okay,
other.
we'll just do-
You can do both or one or the other. I'm gonna leave that up to you
I'm
guys.
too lazy to do that.
This one, let's look at this one for a minute. Obviously, you don't have the first or the last pictures. So,
Already got 13 different ideas.
okay. So look at the middle picture here. What do you guys think is going on here?
Well, normally a normal person, would think romantic story, whatever. They
Yeah.
go into each other, TLC, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happily ever after. But down my path,
Oh no.
I'm kind of scared.
they run into each other. And notice how the dog is really close to the guy's leg.
Yes.
He trips,
Okay.
falling to the ground, very severe head concussion, head blunt trauma to the head.
Oh,
She falls over him because, like he fell.
he's falling right in front of her. Okay.
Right, and then she keeps running, but she either slips or also falls on him. And then boom, she gets blunt trauma. Dog's the only one left. What does he do? Eat both of them.
Oh my gosh. That just took a major turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was like
There is also a newspaper.
sudden.
I'll stick with cute romance.
Yeah, cute romance. It is cute. Well, it's a windy day. We can tell that, and it's raining,
Very light rain.
right?
Neat.
Light rain,
Oh no.
What if a car hydroplanes or whatever it's called?
hydroplane.
Yeah, hydroplane across the road curves. So you might think love story, and then they get both ran by a
Gosh,
truck
why
at
is this so
50.
tragic?
It's not always gotta be tragic. You gotta stay with them. Did you know that whenever you think of a memory, the first thing that pops up is something bad that happened there?
Uh-huh.
So if you think of a school, the first things you're gonna remember is everything that went bad at the school.
Really?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that a
I
fact?
was bad. That happened to me last year.
Mm.
Like, you don't remember any of the good things.
So if you wanna remember my stories, all you'll remember is dead, hey with it. My Ford F-150, 2024. Maybe a cyber truck.
Maybe they're on their way to vote on election day.
Oh
Oh, wait. Look, in the corner, there's a newspaper.
Ah, see?
I'm gonna scratch that out. I don't like that very much.
What, the newspaper?
Yeah.
You don't have to use it.
Notice
Why
how
would
That's
the
you
funny.
dog,
definitely having this-
notice how the
I had no
dog's
idea.
legs.
Maybe
Unless
it's
he's
by
a-
the newspaper or
or-
he works.
Or he works at the newspaper, maybe? What were you gonna say, Oliver?
Notice how the dog is wearing shoes on his front two legs, right? It doesn't look exactly, it looks like little shoes for dogs, right?
Kind
My
of.
grandma puts clothes on my dog, so I would
Oh.
actually understand. Now,
My mom puts clothes on my dog. He gets-
now
he
let's
puts
say,
socks in, so he gets cold.
Aww.
Jacket.
Oh,
He doesn't like it much.
Yeah, our dog
That's
doesn't like
cute.
it.
now, we also know that the
Because he
man
has to wear it
is
anyway.
probably a businessman, due to the suit and tie and the dress shoes, also a dress.
yeah.
But
That looks like a Pomeranian dog.
I named him Rocky.
That's cute.
Let's say the dog scares the guy, so he stumbles backwards, falls, trips, no blunt trauma, but instead falls in a manhole.
Bullet trauma?
Blunt trauma.
Blunt.
I thought you said I
No,
was
no,
like,
no,
"Whoa."
no guns and bullets and all
I
that.
said manhole.
I heard you, I heard you.
So he falls, and eventually he lands in sewer water covered,
Ew,
absolutely shook in.
What, and then he dies?
he's just stinky.
Well, yes, because all of the bacterial
Oh
growth
gosh.
introduced to him.
I know, I don't know if I wanna know about
Septic
bacteria.
Highway.
Okay, let's think for a second, what could have happened before this picture? Cause you have to think about before it too.
They said that they're in a coffee shop. Well, Carla's in a coffee shop.
Carla's the girl.
And then she does whatever it is you do in a coffee shop.
Drink coffee.
Drink coffee, maybe. And then she like works on
Read
something.
read a newspaper
And then
or a
it's
magazine.
like a Friday afternoon. And then she exits because she's done with her
Okay.
drink or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she but now it's stormy instead of cloudy. And she has an umbrella, but it's too windy and it flies away. And then there's this guy walking on the sidewalk and his hat flies away. And his name is Aaron. And then I don't know what happens next.
What, does she fall in the guy's arm?
No.
Ah, Scooby Doo.
No, but because of that, because she fell in his arms, he instantly reacts, dropping her dead.
Oh, why doesn't she have to die in your story? My goodness. But it could be one of those pet coffee shops. What do they call it? You know, where you can bring your pet in there?
All I know is
Because she's got her dog with her.
Well, it's fine.
Cat,
Okay,
It's
good.
a pet friendly.
Pet friendly. But they have like seriously like pet coffee shops.
Oh, I know,
Not
they-
here, but
I
it's
was
cute.
reading about a coffee shop in Japan where they literally have coffee shop cats. And you bring your cats and they have cats and then it's like
It's like a play date for the cats.
Yeah, that's one feisty cat.
oh my god, on Halloween, we took my dog trick or treating, and it saw a cat in somebody's yard, and the cat like completely freaked out, and my dog was like barking at it. Except they were both around the same size.
Oh my gosh,
And it was
that's
so funny.
funny.
Its back was like hunched up.
The,
It was
the
like,
cat's back was.
yeah, and it was tail, and his tail was straight up.
Oh yeah, just like the
and all
classic.
arm was sticking up.
That is funny.
It's really
It's
funny.
classic. Oh my gosh.
I don't
All right,
remember.
so you guys get the idea. I'm gonna give you a minute to think about it, take some notes.
Notice the leash on the dog. All right. Now,
Noticing.
remember how it's raining? Very light rain, but
Yes.
coming off the hydroplane.
Cover your ears.
Anyway, it's not aiming a
La 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 la.
hydroplane.
La, 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 la.
However, because it's raining, the what's it called? Leash might be loose.
Uh-oh, I know what it is.
Okay.
Dog like goes, runs away, maybe into the street, doesn't die.
Okay,
Alright.
because if the dog dies, I'm giving you an F. That's all I have
Oh.
to say.
I thought about a 10.
The dog.
What?
Okay, I'm giving you a 0.
Oh,
The dog can't die.
The
Do you
dog
guys
can't
agree?
die.
Okay, thank you.
So is it like immortal or something? Is this like
No, the dog does not get hurt and the dog does not die. It doesn't matter what happens to the people. Just as long as the dog doesn't die.
dog gets
Like in
into a
that
fight
one.
with the cat?
Wait,
If it was a cat, I'm okay
Like
with
this.
that.
have you watched the
the
movie
cat.
Max?
Max?
I think that's what it was called.
Mad Max?
No, Max. It's like about a German Shepherd.
Oh,
His
no, I
owner
don't think I do.
dies in the military.
Wait, hold on. Oliver was in the middle. Hold that thought.
Okay, go ahead.
Me. I'm still thinking.
You're still thinking, okay.
That was just
Oh,
something
no.
that's kind of sad and kind of cheesy and really old.
I don't like it when the dog dies. Makes me sad.
Well, he didn't die. He just got like seriously injured, but that's okay.
Oh, but that's okay.
He fell in a ditch. Well, he didn't fall in a ditch. He fell off a bridge into the water over a guy.
Thank you for
Last
giving
person.
me the idea of a ditch. Thank
Oh,
you.
Are we rhyming again? Oh, no.
It won't die. The dog gets injured on his back left leg. Most important leg.
It's an important lake.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, then after it falls on a little ditch or a box, or whatever, I don't know how it got hurt in the city. I was right. It could also not be in a city too. It could be a town. You know,
Could be a town. It could be their,
it gets into a fight with
I
the
don't
cat.
know.
The cat scratches it up. Now the lady's looking for her dog, and since the guy, just sorry, because they both ran into each other, whatever, right? He also looks at the dog, however, too late. Dog doesn't die, it just runs away.
Okay.
It's like whenever you open your front door and your dog just like sees everything, it's like, yay, and runs outside.
Yes, that's
Oh my
happening,
God.
yeah,
One,
There's
two
like-
times.
yeah.
My neighbor has a cat, and they just let it run around the street. So
Uh-oh.
they don't even try to keep it at home. And then my dog is like this crazy lunatic, and he's just, like sometimes the cat wanders into our yard, and he starts barking like a maniac. And then,
He doesn't like cats, I take it.
no, not very.
Most dogs don't.
Well, no, but like
Yeah,
dogs and cats hate each other. But
yeah.
and then he just starts like barking like a crazy person, crazy dog, and it's awful because he's so loud. Because he's just a little guy. He's like maybe this.
Oh,
But
what kind of dog is he again?
the dog's
A dachshund,
And
like a
he
wiener
has
dog.
Such a loud bark. It's
Oh,
awful. It scares me to death whenever he barks. because
Yeah, especially if it's all quiet in the house and all of a sudden he just starts barking out
I
of
know.
nowhere. That happens.
I always
We have a little dog too, and her bark
Yeah.
is loud. We have a big dog, and her bark is deep. It's like big. Yes, but the little dog is the one that scares me because she's just like out of nowhere. It's like, whoa, what just happened?
It's like
Guys, do you know how there's a newspaper in the background? Okay, let's say, right, the guy, his job, let's say corporate, whatever, just make something.
Okay.
Right, something shuts down, the guy, like one of the owners is like discovered for doing something, whatever, right? So the whole business is shut down, right? So he has a newspaper looking for a job. He's walking along the street. Anyway, cat blows away, so he tries to run for it. Boom, that's the first square. Right?
Okay.
Second square, we don't know what happened.
Okay.
Third, when he goes to pick up the newspaper, it's gone, torn to shreds. Becomes homeless, can't find another job. Next winter
Oh.
comes. Yeah. Everyone's either gonna die or become homeless.
Wow. Oh, wow. Or get hurt or yeah. Okay.
Maybe get sued.
Anyway, before you guys go, look at the checklist because you have something new on the checklist. She already saw it. So we have another opener.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, there you go. It's a good one. Start with that. See, you thought of it. All right, but I am going to give you guys 2 weeks to do this, so you can be thankful for that. There you go. So you've got your 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dress ups. Did you see that, Serena?
Yeah.
That there's a new LY adverb
I did.
opener. Okay. And everything else is pretty much the same, but don't forget the topic clenchers. That's on here now too, forever and ever. Topic
But it
clenchers.
has to start with
Wait, start with what?
an ally adverb.
Yeah, like the prepositional thing. And I have to have 2 of them.
But you guys have some good lists to look at in your behind your stylistic techniques. There's some good lists of LY adverbs in there. So, all right, have fun with it. So your homework is to pick the story, one of the stories, write 3 paragraphs using the checklist. All 6 dress ups are there. And now you have 2 openers and banned words. Don't use the banned words. Oliver,
Oh,
just saying. And that's it.
is there good or bad in that?